Yesterday was the feast of the presentation of Jesus. Some say a presentation in the temple, may have been in the local synagogue around Bethlehem, we don't know. But he was presented in the religious setting. This is Roger from MSC Mission Office, and you're with Mission Alive. This presentation of the Lord is an important lesson for us for mission, of what we're trying to do. As Jesus was sent on mission, or the Word of God existed with God from the beginning, the Son of God was sent into the world on mission to become one with the world, to be inserted into the human life, human race, and his name was Jesus. And this whole story of Christmas in Bethlehem, he was born there, and Joseph and Mary took him to be presented to the Lord and to do what the law required. And there were a number of aspects of that religious ceremony. Firstly, it was a purification. After childbirth, Mary and the child had to be purified. It was a ritual. Jesus was circumcised, as was every male of the Hebrew people, and this was a mark that he belonged to these people, and it also showed a dedication to God, that this people was set apart to be dedicated to God. And then particularly as the first male of the family, a particular dedication to God. And also there were offerings made, as with any ritual in the Jewish people. So it was a multi-level religious ceremony, and it indicated how much Jesus did become part of the human race in this particular culture, in this particular time, with these beliefs and these rituals. And that is what God wanted. That was Jesus' mission, to become part of the human race. And this is an indication to us of our mission. As Jesus was sent on a mission to become part of the human race, to become an integral part of who we are in the world, so our mission, go and proclaim the good news to all people, is to proclaim it in a way that people can accept it. Now Paul went to the Greeks. For the Greeks, they didn't know anything about Messiah, and the Jews who believed in Jesus and followed him came to believe he was the Messiah, the one who was sent, one they had waited for, the one who would save them. The Greeks knew nothing about this at all. It wasn't part of their history or their religion. But for them, they wanted wisdom, knowledge, understanding, the Word. They were always searching for what was the answer to the mysteries of the universe, what was the answers to life. So Paul's presentation was Jesus as the Word and as the light. And this St. John 2, in his Gospel, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word became one of us, and his name was Jesus. John lived ended his days on Patmos in the Greek world. And so, as the church has gone along, the mission has been not only to proclaim the good news, but to proclaim it in a way that people can accept and understand. In many parts of the Papuan region, Jesus is known as chief in different languages: Lohia, Lopia, Ovia, Yobia, and in those languages often that word means good, that the chief is to be good and to bring good to his people and to do good for his people. And this makes it easier for them to understand who Jesus is. Now, done some studies on the chiefs. The chiefs weren't always good, like any human being. They weren't always good, like the kings of Israel. They got a really not a very good track record, really, as leaders of their people. Chiefs were the same. Some were good, some were very good. Some were great leaders of their people. Others were pretty rotten. Some were a bit weak. One stage, with one of the chiefs, when I spoke about recently, Sebastian. The custom was the chief had to be the first son of the previous chief. And they said, what if this son is a useless fellow? What if he's not a leader? What if he's weak? No, must be the first son. And I persisted, what if? And they said, well, in that case, it could go to his eldest cousin of another branch of the clan, another family. But in the next generation, it goes back to the original clan. And I said, what if the chief is pretty useless and not good? What do the people do? And they said, we don't listen to him. When he stands up and speaks, they just don't listen to him. They ignore him. So anyway, chiefs. Jesus is chief. Chief is the ideal chief. And in many other ways, we have to bring the gospel, the good news and the life of the church into the lives of the people. And this is a very, very important and a very great mission. And thank you for being with us.